Good practice today?
Yes. I think overall the big thing we're trying to get is to see progress each day. And, it got a little bit warmer, getting over 70 degrees. And some of them had a little trouble there at the end with the tempo for what we want, what we expect. But that's good for them. Get some experience with that and having to push through. But, overall it was a good day. And it's good to see some of the younger guys making some plays out on the perimeter and showing good progress. And but overall, very pleased.
Particularly the past week for those 4 practices since spring break. How has the tempo been? I mean, you don't have Deshaun back there, as you know, but how have they done?
Well, I think it's been better than it was before spring break. A lot of that has to do with you got 2 young quarterbacks, and now they feel more comfortable coming back after spring break, where before spring break it's harder for them to get ready and snap the ball and keep our tempo up because they're really trying to think about what protection to call and what to say to the offensive line and those things. So the more comfortable they feel, the better our tempo will be with the second, third group. But it's not where we want to be yet, but it's definitely faster than we were, I'd say, the first 2 weeks. That's progress, and it's be interesting Wednesday being our second scrimmage. Really, hopefully, we'd like to get in more plays, and hopefully we see the tempo pick up there as compared to the first scrimmage.
What have you seen different from Demond this spring?
Yeah, he's been focused. He's always been a talented guy, but for him, it's been focused. It's been discipline on and off the field that carries over. But he's had his best spring. He's been noticed for good things and not the bad things, and that's really what he's been trying to do the whole time he's been here. He's been able to have good days, but then take a step back. But really this spring, every day he's gone to work and has improved, and we need him to. It's his time to really take the next step.
Some yellow. What happened with him?
I had a little moped scuffled with a moped. But he should be all right.
At some point, are you going to ban guys from riding mopeds?
Never. You can't. They gotta handle their business. Just wear helmets and be safe. Whether you're in a car or a moped, riding a bike, whatever it is, just be safe. Sometimes there's things you don't control. But anyway, I ride a moped, but I wear a helmet. I do wear a helmet. I ride all over town. Nobody knows who I am. I just cruise all over the place. I love it. It's fun.
How was practice today?
It was good. It was good practice. Really tough couple of days last week, Wednesday and Friday. Today was going back and kind of reteaching some things. A lot of fundamental time today, and it was an all-thud practice, but we still had some really good competitive work. Finished up with a competitive third down, win or lose drill, and then a 4th and 2 on the goal line type of drill. So it was good day. Just trying to get them ready for this big scrimmage on Wednesday. And guys will be off Thursday and Friday, and then we'll come back and have 2 more good days next Monday and Wednesday, and then Thursday will be our last day in shorts where we split the team and we kind of teach them a little bit of skills and drills for the summer and stuff. And then we obviously play the spring game. Once we come back, we really want to get practice structured to kind of let them play a little bit. Full scrimmage on Wednesday, and then Monday and Wednesday of next week will be kind of a half and half. Half practice and half scrimmage work. We just got to keep putting some of these guys in some situations so they can improve. And the more we put them in that, the better they're going to be. And then we'll button it all up with the spring game, and then review everything, give them some really good feedback as they go into the summer. I've said this a couple of times. I really like this team. I really like the competitiveness of this team. I like the spirit of this group. I think this is going to be a fun team to coach.
As you get closer to the end of spring, at what point will Deshaun, during the summer, just be able to do everything he would if he never got hurt?
Yeah, he'll be, once we get back going in summer 1, he'll be able to do all the skill and drill stuff. Obviously, we're not tackling people or having football practice in the summer, but we are doing skills and drills. And he'll be able to do all that stuff, and you know, they'll have a plan as far as his weightlifting and all that. But he looks great. He looks great.
Dabo, you glad to see Jamon seems to finally get it, and he's kind of focused the way he's supposed to be?
Yeah, he's having his best spring. That's for sure. He had his best season. He's kind of following that up. Been a guy that's been much more focused on being a good player and doing what he's got to do to be a good player. He's really been great in meetings, you know, as far as being very attentive and taking notes and asking questions, and his engagement at practice, all of those things, you know. But he's going into that junior year, and he had just enough success last year to know that, hey, he could be pretty good, but he also had just enough failure that he was inconsistent, and he realizes that he's, you know, he didn't really quite have the spring that he needed last year, or the summer for that matter. So, you know, I think he's maturing like we hoped he would after this past year. So we'll you know, keep working with him, but there's no doubt about the fact that he can really help us. He shows up, you know, he's working as a return guy for us as well. So, you know, all's good with him right now. He's doing a nice job, and you know, I haven't gotten anything on him all spring, nothing. I mean, he goes to class, he's doing everything he's supposed to do. You know, that's just a real sign of maturity and more commitment.
Is Jamon or anyone else showing scoring ability at return?
Yeah. We've worked really hard on the return game this spring. You know, we'll probably do some live return stuff in the spring game this year, as a matter of fact. But you know, really pleased with what I've seen. You know, out of TJ and Dahlman and some of those Artavis, some of those other guys that we put on the back in the kickoff return, and then Jamon and Tay and Ryan Carter. Those guys, Renfro, those have all been guys that have been working at the punt return spot and doing a nice job.